This hangout on air is live. I'm trying to make this one work. My internet's not good enough. There we go. Welcome everybody, this is Monarch with Raw Food World. Let me tell them, my internet's bad today, guys. I hope I could get through this, but we're about to find out. Okay, here we are. Okay, cool. We're good to go. Okay, so the internet isn't working too good 100% right now. But I'm hoping that they're gonna get it going, and I hope you guys see everything very nicely. Yeah, let's see what's happening here. Okay, cool. So come ask your questions at news.therawfoodworld.com/live. It doesn't look like we have that many questions right now. So it'd be good if everybody could ask questions either here on Facebook, you're probably at my profile page, or at therawfoodworld.com/news. Yeah, so let's do this. Let's do this. We do have one question so far. And this question is from Carla Swallow. Internet's really bad right now today. I'm not sure how long we're gonna be able to go for, everybody, but I'm hoping a long time. Okay. Hey, Crystal, is everything good on, maybe not Facebook, but the other one? Okay, so here we go. Just seeing if I can see what's happening. Okay. So many questions are usually asked on Facebook, so this kind of sucks. Make sure I'm on the right internet. Okay, how does dragon's blood work? How do you use it? Would it be useful in a sewing workroom? Sewing workroom. Sewing workroom? I don't know what you mean by that, but okay, so here we go. How does dragon's blood work? Okay, first off, it's a very difficult product to work with because you have to go, in terms of importing it and stuff like this, you need all these like permits and things like that, but it's pretty much a sap from a tree. And I do believe ours is the only one on the market that isn't watered down. We're talking about dragon's blood here. It's the only one on the market that's not watered down and without any other ingredients. It's just straight dragon's blood. And there's like, if you go to our website, therawfoodworld.com, and you click on dragon's blood, look in the description, you're gonna see over 50 clinical studies on what has been done with dragon's blood. One is it helps heal wounds 4 times faster than if you didn't put dragon's blood on. What you could do is like put some in your hand and you kind of turn it into like a sappy type thing, and then you put it over the injury and it kind of it dries like kind of like a Band-Aid on it. And it's like a natural Band-Aid. And it's antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial. All of these different things have been proven in clinical studies. Some people take it for internal purposes. It's good for coagulating blood. It's good for, I guess it's probably, one of the best things that I like to use, it's also big in the beauty industry. They use it in a lot of makeup products. It's very astringent, and it's also really good for your gums. So if you put it in your mouth and swirl it, it kind of like brings your gums tighter. And we had this one testimonial of this one guy who has tried everything. His gums would bleed. Dragon's blood was the only thing that works. It helps with coagulating blood and also helps with healing gums. There's a website where I saw these testimonials on dragon's blood with healing gums. like their gum numbers went from a 3 to a 4 or something like that. And if you put it in your mouth and you swirl it, you'll feel the astringent effect, and you could probably feel your gums kind of tightening. You put it on your face, same deal. You'll feel like the tightening of it. So, but it's like it could stain. So you gotta be careful of that. Okay, so I don't know what you mean by useful in a sewing workroom. Not sure about that. Okay, so Amber writes, Facebook, my internet sucks today, everybody, if you're just tuning in. I'm hoping that it's working fine on news.therawfoodworld.com/live. That's what Crystal says. They're both going in and out. Just telling them what's up. Okay, so here we go. Let's see if there's any more questions here. Spinning, spinning, spinning. Yeah, bad connection, terrible reception, frozen, tried to log off and on, it did not help. It sucks. Okay, the news site is better if you go to news.therawfoodworld.com/live. It's not as bad. I wonder if if my phone would even be better. My phone reception would be better than this. Anyways, sorry guys. Is it still hair? Or is it lion's mane you've got going, Matt? Well, what I've been doing lately is, I didn't do it today. I usually like, right before the hangout, I, wash my hair, make it look all nice. And I got a little lazy today. Maybe that's why the internet's not working. But let's talk about a few other things. Nobody's really asking questions. Facebook isn't working. Everything's tuning in and out. I'll check a few things here. Okay, what we're gonna do is go to phone service. Oh, no wonder. The Wi-Fi was off on my phone. Oops. Okay, so we're back on Facebook, everybody. My Wi-Fi was turned off on my phone. Must have been my daughter. I'll put the wrap on her. Okay, so the internet isn't too bad. Okay. So, you guys want to see something crazy? Let me show you. Remember I told you last week I ran out of my Orgono silica? This is an empty bottle. And I find it takes like 2-3 weeks to get stuff out here, and you never know when something's gonna come. And I got this like the next day. I've got it bad, man. Like, I seriously, okay, let's just say this was 7 days ago. This thing's almost gone. Like, I don't even pay attention to what I'm doing anymore. It's like, I'm like almost like I'm guzzling like a juice. I don't go crazy. I just take a swig, a big swig sometimes, like this. I won't do it now. I'm just swirling in my mouth. I usually take the Orgono Living Silica one, but I don't have any. So anyways, I usually swirl in my mouth because there's a clinical study showing, I talked about this in the video, that there was a 5-year study showing that it was really good for the gums. Dentists were using this in the study to aid the healing process of the gums and teeth. And as we talked about in that video, silica is critical for bone maintenance, growth, and health. There's a bone matrix that is formed with all of our bones, and it's made out of fibrous collagen fibers, And silica is the #1 component needed for that. And calcium salts, that's actually created first in the bone. And then calcium salts are deposited into the teeth and bones. That's almost like a no-brainer. That's like the calcium part's easy. But we want to make sure we're getting silica. And there's all these clinical studies showing that when you're deficient in silica or when you have bone issues, silica levels drop way more than calcium. It's just a critical component for our bones. Also, there were clinical studies showing it helps with aluminum in the brain. There was a clinical study where when humans took it, there was more aluminum coming out of their urine. And then there was animal clinical studies where they were given a diet high in aluminum, low in calcium, and low in silica. And what happened was there was aluminum deposited into their brains. And then they gave them the same exact diet, high aluminum, low calcium, but they raised the silica really high, and then there was 0 aluminum deposits in the brain. So silica alone helped remove all that stuff from their brain. Okay, now we got lots of questions coming in, now that I fixed everything. Okay, here we go. Here we go, everybody. So the question is, did the Orgono silica make my hair thicker? Okay, so here's an interesting thing. My hair capped out like here. It would never go further than that. Like I could never get it further than this. It would just always stay there. And so I would always wash my hair, and then it's just known in the hair industry, many barbers have told me this, that you lose automatically 9 hairs a day, even children do, no matter what. So if you take a week worth, that's like 63 hairs in a day, in a week. So my hair hasn't been growing, like, you know, it grows when I cut it, but it doesn't grow beyond a certain point. So I'm continually like, you know, losing hair just like everybody else. So then what happened was I started taking the Orgono silica, my hair started growing at a rapid pace. So down here, my hair is very thin. And then right here, it's like super thick. And here it's like thicker, thinner. And so we get to here to where it's like super thin. I should just like cut right there, but I'm trying to prove that my hair is growing longer and faster. I should cut it right there. Get all rid of the old thin hairs. So in essence, what's happening is it makes your hair grow faster. So then in a quicker rate, the thickness will become lower and lower and lower as you go. Yeah, I think I'm gonna cut it, guys. And then next week we can see what happens. Maybe it'll even grow faster if I cut it. I'll just cut it like right there. Okay. For me in New Jersey, it's not that bad. Okay, good. I'm not complaining about the internet now. It's working fine. I messed up with the phone because I didn't have my internet on it, so we're good now. Okay. How long does it take for Orgono silica to make noticeable difference? I am almost finished with my bottle, but I still have hip pain. Are you using this one? Or I'm assuming you're using this one because of the hip pain. Well, in terms of the arthritic thing, there's no guarantees on anything, guys, in terms of like any product you take. For example, we were talking about last week that many testimonials have come in for CBD oil. Even more have come in. I'm going to send them in tomorrow's newsletter. Many people have gotten rid of migraines, anxiety and depression have gone away. Pain is a big one that's gone away. Arthritis has gone away instantly in one testimonial. Like all her arthritis went away. All the pain in regards to that. Now, maybe this is a woman who takes really good care of her health, and she's not activating certain specific receptors like the CB1, CB2, and TRP receptors, TRP, which is actually responsible for pain and temperature. And all of a sudden she takes that and she's feeling extremely good. Many people have been sleeping better. Many people have been getting rid of migraines and things like that. But then we were discussing if someone's taking like, the average American eats 13 to 24 tablespoons of refined sugar per day. and let's say that this is the type of person who gets migraines, the cause of the issue is probably the refined sugar, that the 14 tablespoons of refined sugar they're eating every day. And so therefore, if they were to take the CBD oil, they might not work for them. There could be different causes to certain issues. Maybe your arthritis has nothing to do with a silica deficiency. Maybe you are, I don't know what the situation is. So each situation is completely different. But I do believe that they did that for 60 to 90 days was the clinical study or something. I'm not sure. And then also on Friday, I'll have them put it up on the website right now. We have the Orgono Silica gel, which is topical. And it's recommended to put that where the joint pain is at the same time. I've even heard of someone putting it on the area of pain and then wrapping plastic around it. And then it was like miraculous, along with taking it internally. What I'll do right now is make it live. By the way, if you didn't get a tracking number for Orgono Silica, I'm gonna email everybody who has ordered. More is coming Friday. Unfortunately, we sold out. I wasn't expecting for it to go crazy. So more is coming Friday. It's only like 3 days from now. So sorry for the slight delay. And so is the Orgono Living Silica Gel. I'm gonna make that live right now because we're talking about it and everybody's gonna want it. And I'll put it on discount at the same time. Here it is. Okay, we're making it visible, live. I'm gonna put it at cost, as a matter of fact, which is 30% off of the Orgono Silica Gel. Here we go. We're gonna put it at cost. Bear with me, guys. I know you guys don't like when I do stuff like this. Oops. At cost blowout page. Here we go. So what we're doing right now is I'm putting the Orgono Living Silica Gel at cost. It's on the at cost page. Oh, did I do the wrong one? Oh man, now I really messed things up. Oh. Okay, let me see something. Sorry, guys. Okay, good. I must have copied the wrong one. Yep, I did. Where's the gel? Here it is. Okay, it's normally $29.99. And what is recommended with the gel is to put it on the point of arthritis and wrap plastic around it so it like stays moist or something. I think that's the reason why they did it. And people were having miraculous results while taking the G5 Silica plant at the same time. Let's see if it's there. Yes, it's live for $20.96 and $18.87 if you get 3. Okay, that's cool. I'm putting it under the 2-pack, just so everybody knows. And then I got one more step to do. Okay, so what we're talking about is a woman has been taking it for 30 days and she hasn't noticed anything different in her arthritic pain. Has anybody taken it and seen the difference in their hair length yet? It's only been 30 days or less, depending on who you are. Orgono gel. Okay, we're good to go. Let's go back to the live page, see what questions there are. Okay. Okay, so Zara also went, the one who was saying she has arthritic pain, organic vegan 23 days ago. I'm detoxing heavy metals using homeopathic remedies and herbs. Okay, so it seems like you're doing a lot of good things. When you start to do something like that, there's a detox period. You might like have pain just from that alone. So just keep doing what you're doing. I recommend getting the gel, putting it over the pane with plastic wrap around it. I've heard of people having miraculous results doing that. Okay, so Sunny writes, "Hi Matt, I just found you since I started a nice fast 16 days ago. I have lots of questions. Clinics are really expensive, $100 a pop. How to do it during a 60, 90-day detox? Is your land still for sale? Do you rent out?" Wow, you just met me like a minute ago and you like went really deep. "Do you rent out some of the houses on your land in between retreats? I'd like to come next month with 3 friends." Good questions. Our retreat is very inexpensive compared to like health food institutes. It's completely different. It's here in Vilcabamba, Ecuador. Like you go to these institutes and it's very strict. You can't sometimes they don't even let you have much avocado and things like this, very little oils. It's almost like a starvation aspect. Here it's like a lot of abundance. There you're going to classroom after classroom. I mean, I do talks, like a lot of them, but the classrooms are very regimented. You got your paper and pen. You're in classroom all day long from morning to night. Do I think you need all that type of information? No. What we do is it's like pretty much one big party and we have like crazy amounts of fun. Plus you learn a lot. There's a spiritual aspect and you learn it's very potent, the information. There's no like fluff. We just like drill right into it. And then we go horseback riding. We do a sweat lodge. Well, it's a Temescal, San Pedro plant for people. That's optional, of course. We do a bike tour through the local towns here. We see a sugarcane factory when we do it. We go on hikes. We go to the local farmers market. It's like a third world farmers market. It's pretty interesting. It's just like nonstop fun. We do karaoke at night sometimes, and we have steam room, sauna, hyperbaric chamber. We have dance parties. Yeah, it's nonstop. Sometimes a bunch of us go in the huge sauna that's over there. So it's more of like it's fun, and people lose crazy amounts of weight. I think it's more potent than any of the other places. But you're asking about can you come here off retreat times? That is a possibility, and we do rent places, and you do get to experience the benefit of the vortex and protection, spiritual protection of this land, to where like all those thoughts are kind of like pushed out, and it's just like a very relaxing situation and very peaceful. But me personally, I'm not here all the time off retreat times. I'm also working a lot, so I'm not necessarily available much if you were to do something like that. I mean, here and there, but like the retreat, I dedicate 2 weeks. People are surprised that I'm even around for as long as I am during the retreats. I'm there from like all day. Like you have me the entire time. And I'm teaching, helping with things and all sorts of stuff. I go on the horseback riding. I do the bike riding. I do everything. It's a lot of fun. Sometimes maybe I have a little bit too much fun. People can say that, I guess. So also, we don't really provide food during the times that you're not here. It's easy to get raw food. We could like provide, meaning get the avocados for you. You can have as many juices as you want from a Norwalk juicer, any kind you want. We have that. We have the coconuts, as many of those as you want. Just the gourmet food is going to be absent, but you can make your own food. Or you can get the chef we use, but it'd be like expensive. It's better to make your own food. But it is a good environment. The recommendation is to come to the retreat. It's a very powerful and potent physical, emotional, and spiritual experience. It's very transformative. Like I can't put words to it. People have come, and it just gets better and better every time. Okay. Okay, so did I answer the questions? Okay. And yes, so you were saying these clinics are expensive, like all these health food institutes. You actually can do all of this in the comfort of your own home. You don't have to come to the retreat here. You could do this in the comfort of your own home for free. I have a video. Crystal will post it right now, the Whole Foods Diet one, Crystal, part 1. And then I recommend watching part 2 for superfoods if you're interested in that, and then part 3, how to heal from disease spiritually. We talk about placebo and how it like could work for you because people heal from cancer, but it can also work against you if you like go to the doctor, they tell you have this disease, you're going to die in this amount of much time. Based on belief, placebo, it could be a very dangerous proposition there. So you could watch these videos. The video will tell you exactly. One reason why raw foods is so successful in healing people from disease is not because you're eating lots of raw food. 200 years ago, we discovered how to refine foods, such as refined sugar, and refined flour. And 200 years ago, in 1800, the average human only consumed 7 pounds of sugar per year. In 1920, that went up to 50 pounds. And in 2013, it went up to 100 pounds per human eating that much refined sugar. And it's gone up even more now that we're in 2017. So the cause of disease is eating these processed foods, refined sugar, processed starches, things like this. And so the way to heal is not to eat a bunch of raw foods, because the cause of the disease is this food that is eating that is damaging you. You could eat all the raw foods you want, but if you're not going to change and stop and eliminate the stuff that's causing the disease, the raw food isn't going to do much. So it's all about eliminating the cause of the disease. It's more important what you don't eat than what you actually eat. So what we discussed in this video that I just told you to watch, that Crystal's she already posted it, I think, is that it tells you what foods to eliminate and what foods, and you don't even need to eat 100% raw food diet to do a detox, to do this. It's more important to not do a 10-day detox or a 30-day detox or a 60 or 90-day detox. It's more important to get a healthy, cooked whole foods diet forever. That is the ultimate detox you can do. Then you have eliminated all the things that cause people to go on pharmaceutical drugs. You will be one of the people who don't have issues like arthritis and, God willing, and Alzheimer's in the long run. You'll be not incapacitated like many of our grandparents are and are forced to go to old age homes or on walkers and canes and stuff like this. The key is to eliminate the processed foods. And that video goes into step-by-step detail in exactly how to do that. And you could do this for free in the comfort of your own home. You don't need to go to any health food institute. You don't have to come to our retreat. All you have to do is eliminate those foods, and congratulations, you've done it. You're done. So it's free. Just go watch the video, just so you have the understanding of how it all works and what to eliminate and what to eat. It's all there. Okay, so there you go, Zara. You gotta continue on this also. This will aid the process, but you've also got to eliminate, you went vegan, so you've eliminated all these things. And veganism isn't necessarily the best diet available. Maybe from a moral standpoint, this is something we want to do. But refined sugar and processed starches are more damaging than animal products. I understand from the moral standpoint, but animal products are whole foods. They come from the earth. Scientifically, they don't damage you as bad. So a lot of vegetarians don't look good because they eliminate whole foods like eggs, yogurt, and then, fish or whatever they're eating. And then they load up on the other foods like refined sugars and processed starches. Many vegans will eat all sorts of vegan junk food that has refined sugar or processed starches in it. You're better off not going vegan and just going back to what you were doing. So the key is to eliminate the foods there's many diets out there: the paleo diet, the macrobiotic diet, the zone diet, the maker's diet. And all these creators of the diets, they claim to get results. They're saying people are healing from disease, they're losing weight, yada, yada, yada. And to be actually honest with you, I've seen many people do all these diets and heal from disease and lose weight. And there's one common denominator on why all these diets succeed, and that common denominator is they all eliminate certain foods from their diets completely without any exception. The crazy thing about it all is every one of those diets that I just mentioned eliminate the same exact foods: refined sugars and processed starches, bread, pasta. Instead of having an animal protein sandwich, you have big salads. Eat as many salads as you can. That is key, and they can be as big as you want. So what we want to be doing is eliminating the processed foods, refined sugars and processed starches, trans fatty acids, things like that. That's number one. That comes before this. It comes before this, CBD oil, reishi spore oil, my top favorite products, Kinky Essential. All of this is fun and it can do amazing things, but it's kind of useless if you're not gonna like eat healthy. It's just like a Band-Aid that's gonna like only work for such amount of time. So people who are buying this to grow their hair, I'm actually excited to see how that works. It'll be interesting because maybe someone is so clogged up in their colon or whatever, and maybe it has nothing to do with silica. For me, it was I was deficient in silica, and my hair just started growing like crazy. Silica is not easy to get in our diets. Number one, the soils are depleted. There's no RDA for silica. Powers that be there's no RDA allowance. They don't care on any mineral for that fact. You know what? I want a mineral. I'm gonna do it right now. Also, healthy gut bacteria is responsible for the solubility of silica. So if you have a leaky gut, a messed up liver, no beneficial bacteria, it's gonna be difficult to absorb the silica that's not in our food as it is. So this is kind of like why I was calling it miracles, because it's almost like laboratory produced. But it's all natural and an organic process. All it is silica, and it's 70% absorbable. All they did was make the long chains not degrade, so it's very absorbable. It's like taking any kind of supplement, and it's one of my favorite products to take, pretty much. And this is Ketone, Kinky Essential, has all the minerals the body needs. I got inside information. I'm going to share this tomorrow night, maybe, in a second newsletter. I'm doing 2 newsletters tomorrow. One's going to be more CBD oil testimonials, which is insane. And I just got inside information that Orgono Silica, the company, has decided to raise their price, the minimum advertised price, from $39.95 a bottle to $49.95 per bottle. And minimum advertised price means that nobody is allowed to sell below $49.95, or else they lose their ability. Orgono will take their ability to sell product away. Sometimes it takes a few months for this to go into effect because they got to catch everybody. They're also kicking everybody off of third-party channels like eBay, Amazon, Walmart, things like that. You're not allowed to sell there anymore. So these are going up to $50 each. It's just a matter of time. I have the emails to prove it from the owners of the company. And right now, if you buy the 2-pack and you were to get 3 of them, because if you buy 3, because all the stuff is at cost, and I told you I mispriced these and they hooked me up with a lower price, you can get them for as low as 22 something right now. If you use the coupon code RAWFOOD7, that's 7% off. If you get 3 2-packs, it goes down to 22 something, $22 and something. That's like each. That's like half the price, lower than half the price of what the new retail is going to be. And I'm not even allowed to sell below that anymore. I'm pretty good at swindling and being like, hey, if I, come on, can we just do an at-cost promo and we'll keep it on the down low. Sometimes they let me do stuff like that. But the new retail is 50, so it'll never be at this price again, is what I'm saying. So right now is a really good time to stock up, is when it's at this price, at therawfoodworld.com. Okay, so why are people so down on psyllium husk? And then I'm coming to the Facebook questions after this. Everyone says it's horrible to take every day, but isn't it like good resistant starch, like you talked about, that can feed beneficial bacteria? Okay, number one, it depends. For example, Okay, so what we were talking about is our beneficial bacteria. Last week we talked about how they feed off of fiber. They love fiber. When they feed, when you put real fiber in your diet, the gut bacteria will feed off of it and create short chain fatty acids, helping put an epithelial wall along your colon, closing the junctures for leaky gut. That's why salads are so critical. And then there's certain foods like beans or green bananas, which are the resistance, they have a digestive resistant nature to it. And it bypasses the digestive tract, and then the beneficial bacteria go nutso over it. And that's why beans cause gas, because you're creating all this beneficial bacteria. And clinical studies show that when a person doesn't eat raw food, any type of raw food or fiber, that healthy bacteria is pretty much non-existent. Like that piece of lettuce leaf in their burger might be saving their life. So what happens is, it shows that if a person eats garbanzo beans, for example, there was a clinical study showing that all of a sudden they have all this beneficial bacteria that feed off of it. And then if they take it completely out of their diet, they're just gone. So it's like continually eating healthy foods like this would be good. So now back to the psyllium. A lot of psyllium husks out there are ground down to like a powder. And there was a clinical study shown where they took brown rice that was whole, and they took brown rice ground down into a powder that was refined. And what they discovered was the poo from the people that ate the brown rice that was whole ended up with like 2 times the amount of stool coming out versus the others. And the reason why there was so much stool was because half of it was beneficial bacteria. They went nutso and ate so much of the actual fiber that's intact that they replicated so fast to where there's so much of it that was coming out in the stool. So when you take the brown rice that's ground down, it's not happening. So if you're taking psyllium in a powder form, you know, I mean, maybe it would still be good. I don't know. But psyllium is also pretty harsh. You take a lot, I mean, a little bit turns into a lot. So maybe they're thinking something like that. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna come back to there. We just got a guy said I was coming back here. Okay. Okay, so we're coming to Facebook. Ah, there's lots of questions here. Okay, here we go. I just got my silicas today. I'm looking forward to using it. We'll see how long my hair gets before the December retreat. Oh, Crystal. Yes, I'm excited too. Let me know, Crystal, how it goes. Crystal's a very healthy girl. She works with us she's a social media manager. You always hear me talking about her. Maybe you guys remember her husband is Joshua Strayer. He healed from third stage cancer by doing a healthier lifestyle. They told him he was gonna die if he didn't do surgery, and he pretty much gave him the finger and healed, and it's 6 years later. Okay. The silica gives me a lot of energy, I noticed, and not very hungry. That's cool. It's really cool to hear. Matt, thanks for now accepting Bitcoin again. Of course. Did we do that? I talked Chase, you know, many of you work with Chase and customer service. He's like, Matt, we gotta do Bitcoin again, Bitcoin. What happened was in the early stages, we were offering Bitcoin a lot. And then one day, we looked at our account and all the Bitcoin was gone, all the money. I was like, what happened? They're like, oh, you have to purchase a vault. It got hacked and your money's gone. I was like, what? So Chase was like, man, you know, that was a couple of years ago, you know, things have changed. There's this option where it could just like turn directly into money and you don't have to worry about it getting stolen. I'm like, fine. So we're offering it again. Hair a little, only 3 weeks. I guess what you're saying is your hair grew a little in just 3 weeks. I mean, yeah. I mean, Hair grows slow. It does, but you're gonna notice it going faster than normal. Just keep going with it. Go for 60 to 90 days. It just hit me one day. I'm like, what? I wasn't like paying attention, trying to watch like every single day. It's like getting on a scale every day. It's gonna kill you. So it's like, just take the Silica, drop it for 3 months, and then take a look. Sandy writes, can't wait to come back to the December retreat, and it can't be here fast enough. Sandy came to the last retreat. It was, yeah. No, it was 2 retreats ago. Yeah. And it was very incredible, and she's coming back. Yeah. She actually did the same hairdress. She's bringing her husband. It was just really a magical experience for her. She went through major, a lot of health, spiritual stuff, everything. Okay, here we go. Valerie writes, I would love to come to a retreat. What if I cannot physically participate in all the activities? I am an open person, however, I'm not able to do all the activities. Yeah, that's fine. People take the day off, like from going on a crazy hike. I'm gonna be like, okay, this one is easy, this one is advanced, this one is medium. And then people are always saying to me, Matt, that was advanced, and that was advanced. I'm gonna kill you. But we tell you the advanced nature of them all, and then you could just decide to not come. No, but there are easy ones that are completely flat. It's all good. The most difficult hike that we have, which is ridiculously hard not ridiculously hard, but like the hardest for people, for someone who can't do things. There was like this 75-year-old heavy woman. It was her second retreat. She had lost all this weight, and she decided to do it. I'm like, all right, let's go. And you know, she needed help, but we're talking about straight up mountain here. Not like straight up, but it's like it's not easy, but she did it, and it was like a miracle. Yeah, you definitely don't need to participate in all the activities. Many people don't go horseback riding. Many people don't do a lot of the things. Okay. Are your vitamin B and D patches going on sale? They're actually on the inventory blowout right now. So you want to take advantage of that this second, because it's coming down at the end of this month. All this stuff is. We have the CBD oil blowout, as you guys know, on September 30th, which is a month from now. Okay, first off, CBD oil on January 13th of this year got labeled as a Schedule I drug, which is equal to cocaine, which is crazy. So we were working around the clock trying to figure out how we could find a way to continue to sell it, and we found a temporary loophole to where we could still sell CBD oil. It's through a Kentucky pilot program, and they're doing this for it's almost like the powers that be are gaining information on the marketing aspects of it, the growth and cultivation aspects, all these different aspects, but it's protected by this Rohrabacher Farm Bill and this other act. I'm gonna put it in a newsletter tomorrow also with the testimonials, to see a link to where you can get all the details with our legal package. So we have the ability to do it legally for now. And this Rohrabacher Farm Bill expires September 30th. And generally it renews for a year every year, but this last time it only renewed 6 months. So if it doesn't renew again, we're stuck with like hundreds of bottles of CBD oil because it becomes illegal at that point, and then our loophole is gone. So I just realized this, and we have hundreds of bottles, so I decided to put the CBD oil on blowout, like 50% off. It's another thing that this in the Silica right now is like, we'll never see these prices again. If you're just tuning in, I have inside information that Orgono is raising the minimum advertised price to $49.95 instead of $39.95. And what that means, if any seller sells below $49.95, they get kicked off of the ability to sell. And then they're not allowed to sell on Amazon anymore, or eBay, or Walmart, or anywhere. So, I mean, I guess my videos did raise the value of Silica, because it wasn't until after that they decided to do this. I mean, I didn't mean to do something like that. But anyways, right now, if you're to get 3 2-packs, now's the time to stock up. You literally get and use the coupon code RAWFOOD7 for 7% more off. You literally get these at $22.39 each. That's less than half price to what the new pricing will be once they install this new MAP policy. So right now is the time to get this. Right now is the time to get the CBD oil because we're doing that inventory blowout. It's just exciting times right now. Anyways, and we have our new centrifuged coconut oil. That's been out of stock for a while. Truly raw centrifuged coconut oil is available and at cost too. Okay, so let's continue here. So that we haven't, also we did another inventory blowout where the B12 patches and D3 patches are at the lowest they've ever been. $10, I think. So you can do that too right now. I'm at therawfoodworld.com. The 31st of this month, or is it 30 days? I think it's 31st of this month, everything is coming down to regular pricing. Okay. We'll keep the Orgono at $39.95, which is still double the price of what you can get it for now, until they install the minimum advertised pricing, the new MAP policy, which they're actively doing right now. How to heal leaky gut, even if you have had it for years. Okay, so the first question is, do you really have leaky gut, and how do you know you have leaky gut? Number one is to eat a healthy diet. Eliminate refined sugars, processed starches. You start feeding your beneficial bacteria. They start feeding your gut in return. Laura Logano, who's a cannabis expert, said that we have CB receptors all throughout the colon. And she suggests that when you take our CBD oil, and have to take a lot, you just titrate it just so you activate those receptors. And she said that it has the potential to close the junctions of the leaky gut. Some people take sauerkraut. Okay, do you think hyperbaric chamber would make hair grow? Do you have a belief in cryogenic sauna? I'm not sure what that is. A cold sauna? I think that might be cool. I haven't tried that yet. When I go to the States, I might try that. Okay, so as we were saying earlier, CBD oil has been helping crazy amounts of people with pain, headaches, anxiety, all sorts of things. But someone else might take it and they might have, it does nothing for their migraines because they're eating 14 to 24 tablespoons of refined sugar every single day. So you're saying, do you think the hyperbaric chamber would make hair grow? So if it's a lack of silica why your hair is not growing, then this will work. If it's a lack of oxygen why your hair is not growing, then the hyperbaric chamber will work. So it's like we got to hit from all angles. Number one is diet. We always want to go there first. We want to eliminate bad stuff. That's like money in the bank. I've been eating healthy for a very long time. Soils are depleted of silica. I started taking this, my hair started growing like crazy. I know people have already said that my hair looks like a lion's mane today. I didn't pretty myself before this hangout. Anyways. What are your thoughts on grape detox? Okay, first off, people don't even understand what detox is. They think it's like, oh, you could take grapes and you're doing a detox. Oh, let's do green juices for a week, so you're doing a detox. Oh, let's do psyllium, you're doing a detox. No, that's not detox. Detox happens when you eliminate something from your intake completely forevermore. And then you go through detox, withdrawals. For example, someone who drinks coffee for 20 years, all of a sudden they quit, they get the coffee breath, they get the coffee headache, they start shaking and jittering. This is true detox because they've eliminated something completely from their intake. Detox is just another fancy name for going through withdrawals. And the reason why a raw food diet is called the detox diet is because you're eliminating everything from your intake. We're talking about refined sugars, processed starches, trans fatty acids, everything you can possibly imagine. If you think the coffee drinker has it bad, eliminating their one substance, go on a raw food diet and tell me how bad that is. It's insane. That's why I recommend the cooked whole foods diet for most people. It's more manageable. You can handle the withdrawals and the detox better. That's why I'm saying the best detox anyone can do is a healthy diet for the rest of their life. It's money in the bank. It's like that's the best detox anybody can do, is eliminating refined sugars and processed starches from their intake and trans fatty acids from their intake forevermore. And then you're going to detox it all out. You're gonna detox faster, all the other chemicals and stuff and things like this. Well, whole foods diet consists of many healthy, good foods. Sorry, vegans, but we're talking about whole foods here. We're talking about science right now. On a whole foods diet, if you can eliminate everything from your diet, but things like eggs, goat's cheese, baked potatoes are on a whole foods diet. You want to eliminate pastas, but you could do brown rice pastas, brown rice cakes. There's all sorts of brown rice, beans you can eat. I know a lot of vegans watch me, so I don't really talk much about chicken, fish, turkey is on a lot of these whole foods diets where people have healed from disease and have lived without arthritis and now pharmaceutical drugs in the long run. That's why the paleo diet works for people. You don't want to overdo that type of thing. So you can eat eggs. There's so many healthy foods. You're not going to, you just got to eliminate the Twinkies and the bread and eat as many salads as you can. Put the stuff in the salad versus in the bread. Okay, so back to this, what's so good about a grape detox? So you don't even know what a grape detox is. Okay, so what you're doing is all you're eating is grapes. Grapes are doing nothing for you. The reason why that's a detox is because you've eliminated everything from your diet but grapes. What's so good about the master cleanse? Because you've eliminated all the stuff but this stupid drink. That's what detox is. It's eliminating stuff from your intake. So you could do detoxes and suffer for 2 weeks and then you get a little reset and you go back to your old diet. That's fine, but what is that going to do for you long term? The goal is to continually eat healthy. That is like, you want to avoid pharmaceutical drugs, that's the way to do it in the long run. You want to be not a cripple in the long run, that's the way to do it. Okay. Will you be doing any talks in the States? I don't have anything planned right now. I have an 18-month-old and we're just, maybe sometime soon. Okay, here, let's hit refresh. Let's see. We're back at news.therawfoodworld.com/live. Ooh, I'm kind of hungry. Okay. Where did I leave off? Okay. Okay. Juice fast colonics, not clinics. Sorry, I don't know how to log on computer so having to text via phone. Thanks much. I really enjoy all of our videos. Thank you, Sunny. Yeah, colonics helps the detox process, enemas, things like that. When our grandparents know, and that was like the thing doctors used to do as the first measure of healing a person from disease. But then pharmaceutical drugs came. Usually, like when a person is backed up, they get symptoms all throughout their bodies, and just to like make sure, you want to just like do an enema, and then like sometimes nothing more is needed. That's it, right? That's it. All you gotta do is unclog yourself. All the older people watching this know that what would happen when you would get sick. Your grandma would come after you with an enema bag. That's just the way it worked. Every hospital room is documented used to do that as first measure before anything else. Do when you're sick. Okay. I have been eating mostly whole foods for over 15 years. Got cancer, but caught it early. I ate clean, but had a huge weight gain. Menopause, late 50s. I'm detoxing for 60 to 90 days. You said juicing is the best way to go about with colonics, but it's super expensive, over $100 each time. Any alternative suggestions? Yes, we have these 4-quart enema bags on our website, or you could get a Clean board. You can do them in your own home. And the way to do an enema, there's a lot of misconception. Trust me, I'm an expert on this, as much as I don't like to be the expert on this type of thing. Many people think you put water in, you want to hold it in for as long as you want, and that's the way to have a good enema. No, the key is to get as much water in as possible and then just let it go immediately. You don't even need to keep it in. But the goal is to fill up your colon as much as possible and then release. Okay, but it's super expensive. Okay, so Also, you said psyllium and bentonite clay are #2 best way to detox. I never said it was the #2 best way to detox. I'm just saying, like, you're reading that article from many years ago. You have to do 2 colonics per day to make sure that stuff doesn't get stuck in you. It helps get rid of the mucoid plaque. It could be a good thing, but can you do them together, juice fast and psyllium bentonite clay? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, once you do psyllium bentonite and you help with the small intestines and get the junk off, it's done. It's done. But the main thing is not to get too crazy about all this. It's just a matter of making permanent dietary improvements forevermore. We don't have to go fear-based here and do crazy cleanses. No, just, okay, let's eliminate refined sugars and processed starches. We're trading the Fruit Loops in the morning for eggs and avocado and some goat's cheese. We're replacing the hamburger at night with a salad with a little bit of animal protein in the salad. It's just basic little tweaks, and then you're good to go. Like, don't freak out. Just get rid of the bad stuff. I just got my 2 silica bottles. Can they both be taken at the same time, or do they have to be separated? Blue in morning, green at night. I like that idea. Blue in morning, green at night. Yes, that's a good idea, because then you're trying both and things like that. I've got to slow down on my intake. I'm just too excited about it. Are onions healthy? Absolutely. It's one of the best things for your gut. It would, I mean, you might get crazy gas. Gas is not necessarily a bad thing, guys. It means like your beneficial bacteria in some cases is going to work. Okay. I've been whole foods for some time, but I still have lots of symptoms. Acne, constipation, back pain, migraines, candida. I've been on this journey for 4 years now. I thought maybe doing all raw foods and grape juice fast was the next way to go. I mean, what whole foods are you doing? What are you really doing? And maybe you do need some sort of cleanse, like a colonic or 2. Some people need that. Usually acne means like a backup of waste in the human body. Sometimes what happens is we improve our diet, but we're not eliminating the toxins fast enough. And the enemas and stuff, I've talked about the enemas and colonics in a while, it's not just, people are saying I go to the bathroom 3 times. It's not just about getting the solid feces out. For example, when you eliminate coffee from your intake, there was no solid material being eaten there. You're going through withdrawals though. It's almost like gas, toxins, acid is being put into your body, going through withdrawals, you get the shakes. The colonics are so amazing, they actually remove the solid feces, but also take out the withdrawals, the invisible waste matter. So sometimes a person goes crazy with their diet, they're eliminating all this stuff internally, but they're not eliminating it from their body quick enough. That could be the case if you have acne and you've truly been doing whole foods for this long. If you haven't been doing whole foods this whole time and you're just saying you are, like many people do, then just don't kid yourself. Then the colonics are useless. Then the reason why you're having those issues is because of what you're eating. But if you are truly doing this for a while now, like you're saying, and you're still getting acne, then probably a series of colonics would be really good for you. My 8-year-old granddaughter has recently become more aware of my diet and questions me about not eating meat, no sugary foods, etc., and has decided that she does not wish to eat meat anymore. Her parents are not too happy about her decision. Due to her age, they feel she needs the protein. Do your daughters take supplements? What can I recommend to her parents to alleviate their worries? Thanks, Matt. Okay, so my children eat a 100% raw food diet. I've talked about this many times. And they also eat eggs and nothing more. We just, usually the egg yolks cooked. Personally, I've been on a 100% raw food diet for 20 years now. My daughters are growing children. I think animal products, not meat or anything like that. But I think it's important for them to have that. It's not harmful to them, the eggs. It's very nutritious, it's building, it's lots of things. And okay, she goes vegetarian. That's one thing. Again, we were just talking about that, how that's a whole food. You don't want to eat like McDonald's burgers, of course. But if she's like now compensating by eating more refined sugar and processed starches, if she's eating Twinkies and Oreo cookies to compensate, that might not be the best idea. You know what I mean? So, I mean, there's some, I don't know all the scenarios here, so it's just something to think about. Is carrot juice healthy or too much sugar? I think it's very healthy. I mean, as long as you don't eat like pints of it. I probably do 8 to 16 ounces a day when I don't exercise, mixed with green juice and celery. I've been slowly easing my way back into smaller amounts of sugar. Okay. Someone says a version table helps. Do you use one? No. Yeah, I'm sure it's good. All right. It's been 1 hour. Question. I've answered all the questions. So real quickly, December retreat's coming up faster than we think. There's 30 people. There's more spots available. 2 more days, and then all the sales end. Right now is the best time of the month to order, especially because CBD oil price goes up, Orgono silica price goes back up, and also soon, I don't know when, they've just told me personally that they're raising the MAP price to $49.95 per bottle. That means nobody can sell below that price, or you can go, they'll take your selling privileges away. Right now we have this 2-pack. If you were to buy 3 2-packs, that's the best deal, but you can also get 1 3-pack, which is also under $25 a bottle. And use the coupon code RAWFOOD7, it comes down to $22.39 each. So it's just like, now's the time to stock up if you feel good about these products. All right, I'm excited. Every Tuesday night we're doing these hangouts. I'm excited to see how people are doing with the Orgono Living Silica as they start taking it now. It's just the beginning. Don't like judge your hair every single day. Like many people go on a scale every single day looking to see if they're gonna lose weight when they're doing something, and they lose 1 pound, they gain 2 pounds, they lose 3 pounds, and they go absolutely insane. Just leave it. That's what I did. All of a sudden I just looked at my hair. I was like, what? I wasn't even trying to grow my hair. It was like an accident. Why was I even taking Orgono Living Silica? I don't know. But anyways, I'm glad I did. Thank you, everybody. Every Tuesday night we're doing this. Go to therawfoodworld.com. Put your email address in any of the newsletter fields, so you can be part of our newsletter to get all this information that we talk about. Yeah, this is Matt Monarch, rocking the house, and we'll see you guys next week. Boom, 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 boom.